Welcome to Fund to Money, your 24 into 7 buddy for all your money matters. Tax saving season is all set to come to an end in a couple of weeks, and there is a rush to make last minute tax saving investments. Now, one of the most popular tax saving investments is equity linked saving schemes offered by mutual funds. Now, in our channel, we are constantly getting requests for us to tell our visitors what schemes we think are the best ELSS schemes, rather the best ELSS. While we have been reluctant to talk about this simply because it's not about choosing the best scheme in terms of just mere performance or any other parameter, but an important thing is how an investment fits to your specific needs. However, we thought it might be just a good idea to help you with three schemes that we like and we think you should be considering while choosing ELSS. This particular video is going to talk about the first such scheme. For more details, wait for just a little longer. Now, the best ELSS is for a person to look at might sort of change from year to year if you're looking just at performance. So there are a couple of things you need to take a look at, and in our channel we have been posting videos which tell you the things you need to look at while choosing an ELSS. In this particular video, we're going to talk about one such scheme which actually ticks all the boxes. This scheme is Birla Sun Life Tax Relief 96, and there are a couple of reasons why we at Fund to Money like this scheme. Now, number one is its vintage. It has been around since 1996, one of the oldest equity-linked savings schemes, and it's been around, it's been doing well. That checks one of the most important boxes, because you don't want to be putting your money, your hard-earned money, in a Johnny-come-lately kind of fund. Although there are a lot of funds which equity-linked savings schemes that do well, but an equity-linked savings scheme with a track record gives you the conviction to invest. So a 20-year plus track record is a great idea, and that to a scheme that's been doing well. So it checks the first box. It's been around for quite some time. Then, as I mentioned, that it's been consistently performing well. And if you look at some of the figures, if you look at a 5-year return performance, then the fund has delivered 18.93% return in the last 5 years, compared to 11.79% return by its benchmark index, S&P BSE 200. So it's beaten the benchmark by quite a bit. So remember, it's not just about the performance of an ELSS, which is important. You need to compare it with the benchmark. Here, Birla Sun Life Tax Relief 96 has done wonderfully well in a longer sort of time period of 5 years. That should give you some more confidence. There are a lot of people in this channel who are beginning to invest in ELSS. They're starting to invest in equities and ELSS for the first time, and they're doing it through tax saving investment, which is ELSS is. It like all other Section 80C investments, it gives you tax reductions of tax reduction of rupees 1.5 lakh annually, so you can invest till that amount. But when you're young, you probably don't earn huge amounts, and you probably don't need to make that much of tax saving investment. But the good thing is that you can get started with a really small amount. Most funds allow you to do that. Birla Sun Life Tax Relief 96 allows you to get started with 500 rupees. That's not much at all. And as you this works quite well for young professionals and young sort of workers, because you just put in some money, see how it's going, get comfortable. As you start seeing the results come in, You can increase the amount when you get a pay hike, you can get an increment, you get a windfall, say a refund or something like that. You can start putting in some more money, and you can stick to it. So you can start small and increase the your investment amount over a period of time. So that's the next bit. Now, the last thing that we would like to point out is to give you a sense of how well Birla Sun Life Tax Relief 96 has done. If you had invested in an SIP of 1,000 rupees, that's systematic investment plan where you're putting in money every month. And if you put in 1,000 rupees, started with it and had put 1,000 rupees every month, 3 years back, today your investment amount would have been 45,600 rupees. Not bad at all. Of course, this is what we like about this particular ELSS. It's very important for you to remember that you need to take a look at whether you need to make taxing investments at all. Because if you are having provident fund deduction, home loan principal repayment. If you're paying a home loan EMI, you're eligible for Section 80C deduction for home loan repayment. So, you might not really even need to make a very substantial amount of tax saving investment. You need to keep that in mind. You need to know why you're investing in an ELSS. What is the purpose of it? There has to be some purpose, and it has to be a long-term requirement. Remember, it's an equity fund. It's got a lock-in period of 3 years. We have discussed this in other videos on ELSS. So it's not as if you put in the money and you can get it out tomorrow. It has to be for a very sort of a long-term requirement. Remember, equity funds work very well for periods of 8 to 10 years or more. So once you're through with your ELSS lock-in period and you want to move on to some other fund, you can probably do that, or you can stay remain invested out there. There's no hard and fast rule. Important thing is it needs to perform well, and it has to do better than your benchmark. So this was the first ELSS that we like. We're going to cover 2 more. We hope you like this video, and if you have any suggestion, please put in your comments in the comment section. If you like the video, put in the like button, click on the like button, and do follow our other 2 videos, ELSS videos, best ELSS videos. That will be part of the series, and stay connected with us, and also visit our website www.fundomoney.com.